Hi, I'm Zeke Matevosian, here in front of the West Valley area police station. It's in Reseda, and it's Friday, June 3rd, 2022. So, Frankie is Frankie picked Toddy. We went to the animal shelter, the East Valley Animal Shelter on Van Owen, I think it is, behind Wells Fargo. When Toddy's dog Buddy died. Sorry about that. So we and then Frankie picked Toddy. Frankie went to Toddy, and Toddy felt that. And Frankie does that have quality that I bonded with him in a way. He's so loyal and but it's part of Toddy that's here, and so since Toddy's away, this is part of her that is close to me, comforting. Thank you. The whole story with the dogs was there was Taco Bella, there was Peanut, when pickles smelled like pickles to the kid, so we called him Pickles, and he joked about it was to turn the cucumber into pickle, turn the pickle back into cucumber, and something about that. The Shirley, Winter, Max. You see, I should have known. I should have bought some toilet paper. I think that might get some toilet paper. I knew I should have bought some toilet paper. So, yeah. Oh, it's weird tasting Sanzo lychee made with real fruit, no added sugar. Yeah, I mean, I'm here maybe attempt to get closure because supposedly the eviction went through in May 31st, which was 3 days ago. But then, it's still another thing. The appointment has to be made. They have to find the time to come and actually carry it out. And I guess, words are to I'm attempting to describe. So that example I always give. If you're trying to describe a Van Gogh, you want to say, well, it's blue, right? Because a lot of times people ask it that way. How are you feeling? A blue wouldn't describe it. It's um, language. I feel gets in the way of us understanding each other, and it's used as a block of communication. You understand? Every single visit of the police, every communication about this by the police is an example of how they use words to cover up the truth. And I see it not in every kind of relationship when communication needs to be blocked to cover something up that's not right. Words are used. Words that all the various ways people justify unfairness. It's the law. We already discussed this, didn't we? So I have the whole entire glossary of all the ways people, the police explain things, and I've heard this stuff so much. The example, like an alcoholic. You try to tell an alcoholic, look, there's something going on, and the first thing, any concern you have, the first thing comes out their mouth. You write it down. That's what's preventing them from correcting behavior. The explanation, the excuse they give, it what prevents them from unless, I mean, if they acknowledge they're doing something wrong, and then they ideally that's what you want. If anybody was doing something wrong, would acknowledge it, and then first step you acknowledge. That's why in the 12-step program you can't go in unless you when you want to say something, if you don't identify that you are what you are, then they won't let you speak. So, but that step was they would never acknowledge they're doing something wrong. Or if they would rationalize it. Well, it's the law. We don't write the law. There's a lady in there behind the desk that actually said, "You preach into the choir." We know the laws are made to favor the criminals. And I said, wait, why? You wonder why? And then as I was pressing her on that, and I did record that, the officer next to her came and to her rescue, looked, stopped, and she kind of raised his voice and assertiveness to get me out of there. There is that tendency, and people who are honest will admit it. And they all of the behavior, they all know about it. The police are in on this atrocity. The policy throughout the country, it's not just this precinct, all of LA, all of the country. That's why she moves around, and they have that policy. They can't look at what she's done in the other locations. Even Anaheim, they say it's out of their jurisdictions. All these policies they have that are in place intentionally to allow this to happen. They're not allowed to express their own moral opinion about something. I can't even, because if they were, they would say, well, hey, this isn't right what I'm doing. They're not allowed to. And they say, well, it's the law. We don't write the law. Well, you carrying that out. That doesn't, you doing what you're doing, you making a decision. The law being wrong doesn't excuse you enforcing it. Do you understand? They wrote it intentionally in a way to profit from it as lawyers, and you implement. They're gonna say, "But we're not implementing it. The police are implementing it." Well, you're saying they wrote it, we're just implementing it, we're just enforcing it. You are responsible for what you do. If it's your job, then you either make intention to correct it, blow the whistle on these people, or you quit. If you choosing to come to work knowing you're doing wrong, knowing you're wearing that uniform, that badge, and the authority that is afforded to commit an atrocity. You understand you have committed an atrocity and continue to do so in houses throughout LA, throughout this country. And that's just one kind of scam. All the atrocity, all the horrible stuff that goes on because the way the law is written and the way the police are intentionally trained to carry it out. The police are there to do good. That we get them to protect us from predators like her, from drug dealers, from illicit sexual transactions, dangerous sexual transactions. And they're in here encouraging it, saying, oh, she's allowed to do that because it's her right as a tenant, and she's allowed to bring visitors. So an atrocity is happening here and throughout the country, and it is happening by the people we trust. The people we pay to protect us are committing an atrocity against us. And you would understand that better if it was happening to you, if you lived it, if you experienced it on your skin. There are a whole lot of us that do. There are a whole lot of mothers whose sons have died unjustly on the hands of police, biased police. It is happening, and it happens to you, you would know, understand better the pain of that, the injustice. I had a friend of mine years ago tell me when she was a kid, she would see the police who were out and about during the day were the same ones that at night were wearing Klan uniforms. This stuff is real, okay? And the course of action that's normally afforded legal action. So there's a guy right there I'm gonna talk to right now. He said he had a kind of an injustice happen to him. And when he went to the city attorney, he was told to go get a third party attorney and to sue the police department because it's convenient for them that way, because they don't have to disclose, they just pay him off and then they don't have to explain what happened, you see. And the way they pay him off, it's tax exemption, so it works out for them. Tax something to do with the tax, it's written in a way it benefits them to pay him off in certain way because it's a tax deduction. Yeah, that's what I heard him say. So he's been there for years. He says it's not a protest. So he's actually a business lawyer. He's going about it in a certain way. And what am I going to be like him? He'll be sitting here every day. He sits here every day, and I have actually made video with him about that.